Good morning. It's a Saturday morning. I have the sun on my back. Birds are chirping. I have some bougainvillea that started to bloom. And my kids are out of town, so I just went on a big walk with their dog. That's why I look at my little wife beater here. But I wanted to freestyle a little bit this morning and talk about the truth about truth. This is a big subject. And roughly speaking, you could divide the truth into two parts. That which we can't see and that which we're not willing to see. And so let's dive into the first one, what we can't see. We have beliefs about life, about what's possible for us. We have beliefs about whether we're enough, whether we're beautiful, whether we're fit, whether we're healthy, whether we're talented. It doesn't matter what it is. We have beliefs about life, whether the world is fair or unfair, that things can happen for people like me, whatever that means to you or not. In all these ways, we have beliefs about life. And to the extent those beliefs are not empowering, they are disempowering, and we call that a limited belief. And that limited belief is really like a glass ceiling, what's possible for you in your life. And that has actually nothing to do with the outer world. It has to do with you and your beliefs and the aperture of your awareness that's very narrow. You cannot see the truth that this universe actually has infinite potentialities. There's an infinite amount of timelines available to you. And all true dreams that are intrinsically motivated are possible for you. But when you cannot see that, you will not see the coincidences, the serendipities, the different things you would need to do to step into that. And there's always a component of fear in that because we just can't see that it's possible for us. And so we get stuck. We get stuck in the life we don't want. We get stuck in a relationship that's not serving us. We get stuck in friendships that we really don't want to be in. We get stuck on multiple levels of life. And all of this has to do with this core thing that we cannot see the truth. Now, not willing to see the truth is actually very different. It's got a different patina to it. Not willing to see the truth is that we actually see it, but we discard it. We put it aside because we don't want to see it. We don't want to see we're in the wrong job. We don't want to see that we are not doing the things we need to do to become fit, to become healthy, to become abundant, to have that dream job, to build that business that we always talk about but never do. We're not willing to see the truth. And so we go into suffering. And this suffering is really self-imposed because we're negotiating with our ego. Our ego doesn't want to take a chance. Our ego doesn't want to go into that pathless land of the unknown. We have to go on this adventure, on this journey to figure out, how do I get mastery? How do I create the circumstances and serendipities in my life that I can step into and create this most beautiful life that I know is alive in me because I have that dream in my heart. And the universe is not cruel. That dream is there. If it's intrinsically motivated, that dream is there for a reason. It's a little seed that wants to sprout and that wants to grow into a beautiful flower that's going to blossom and produce all kinds of beautiful fruits, which you then get to harvest. But not willing to see the truth is what gets us, in another way, also stuck and deep, deep into suffering. Now, that suffering might be a little noise, a little static on the channel because we numb it away, and our ego will tell us, well, it's not so bad, and there's also good things, and at least I have a stable income, or maybe I have this. But somewhere inside of you, something is tugging at you. Something wants to be born. Something wants to come out. Something wants to just explode into life, and it wants to be expressed through you. And that is usually always there where we're not willing to see the truth about ourselves, the truth about life, the truth about our circumstances, the truth, whatever it might be. And so there's a big difference here. Those things that we can't see, which is really usually tied to limited beliefs, and those things that we're not willing to see. We're not we can't handle the truth. We just don't want to face it. We don't want to have the suffering of facing the truth. We don't want to make the difficult decisions. We don't want to cross that threshold of fear. What holds us back is that the known is more comfortable for your ego than the unknown. Now, the way across that threshold is spiritual courage and spiritual fortitude. And you find that right here in your heart. It's not in your mind. It's never going to be logical. It's never going to be rational. Maybe the whole world won't understand it. Maybe the whole world thinks you're crazy. But you, when you dial into this voice inside of you, these whispers inside of you, that is the truth whispering. That is the wisdom of your soul. That is beckoning you to just step into life. And yeah, it's going to be scary. And yeah, it's going to be new. And yeah, you're going to have to figure things out and gain mastery and whatever you want to do, whether that's building a business or getting a new career, or maybe, opening yourself up to a new relationship or creating something new, or find that group and circle of friends that you've really been dying to find. Yeah, it's scary, but this is where you're alive. This is where life starts kind of running through you. And spiritual courage and spiritual fortitude is what carry you through it. Trust yourself. Trust that which is whispering inside of you is the truth. And I can promise you, there's a hell of a lot more truth in that whisper than in the banter that goes on here in your mind. This is just your ego, which is just a little scared kid afraid for the ghost under the bed that don't exist. Now your heart has a wide open aperture. That awareness of your heart is the awareness of your soul. It doesn't have any limitations. It sees all timelines. It sees all potentialities. It sees all possibilities for you. And it's beckoning you because it's saying, trust me. I know the way. Rumi said, follow your heart. It knows the way. There's so much wisdom in this world. So many people have pointed at this. So this morning, which is a beautiful morning, I wanted to just share that with you, freestyling a little bit. Those things you can't see and the truth you're not willing to see. And I'm inviting you to step into both of those. Because stepping into both of those, or leaning into both of those, with spiritual courage and spiritual fortitude, trusting yourself, knowing that you're bigger than any circumstances that you're in today, that is where that aperture is just pierced open. And when our aperture of awareness just opens up, we see so much more reality. And suddenly, all the things that were always there, the people that can help us, the people we want to meet, the circumstances, the serendipities, the lucky breaks in life. There's no luck because there are no random events in this universe. But all of that opens up to you. When we move, Providence moves too. We turn the small wheels. We do our little part. The universe, I promise you, will turn the big wheels. And I know this from personal experience. And of course, I still have circumstances in life where I have to motor through this and step across that threshold. Life still gets me on my knees. That's okay. It's just growth, just evolution. I got a scared little boy inside of me, just like you have a scared little boy or girl inside of you. And that's never going to go away. But I can grab the hand of that little boy, in my case, and say, it's okay. I know the way. I'm getting instructions. I know how to listen to my own whispers. And I'm going to just tune out the world and whatever they believe is right for me. Because I know deep inside of my heart I know how to navigate my life. And I know the design of life is perfect. And I know everything that comes on my path is here for me to reach my greatest growth, greatest prosperity, and greatest evolution. I am creating my most beautiful life. And I don't know exactly how all of that is going to unfold. But when I step in my car and I put in my GPS, I don't know all the directions. I just follow the directions. This is your GPS. It's telling you, it's whispering to you. It's this soft little voice inside of you. This ego is very loud, likes to make a lot of noise, likes to throw up objections. Why? All the reasons why it's not possible. Because it just wants to be comfortable. So your ego can't see, and it's definitely not willing to see. But this part of you, your heart, your Atman, your soul, the big part of you that's inside of you, that has infinite capacity to see and an infinite capacity to tap into this spiritual courage, to be willing to see. And when we're willing to see, we can start taking responsibility, accountability, make a plan, and move forward. And this is what's going to lead you on this adventure. Life is not a problem to be solved. It's a mystery to be lived. Follow your bliss. Joseph Campbell. Follow your bliss. The whispers are the bliss. Follow your heart. I just wanted to share this on this beautiful Saturday morning. And I hope this was a service to someone. You are so infinitely powerful. You are so incredibly beautiful. You have so much spiritual art, spiritual poetry inside of you that just wants to come out. And if there's anything you take out of this message, then I would like you to really take this in. That wherever you are, and I might not know you personally, but I believe in you. I really, really believe in you. Love and truth. Robert.